people want me to drop this. Some people genuinely want me to stop doing avatar reactions. And to them, I say, you know why? Because we're locked the fuck in and it is doing numbers. And now I'm going to talk about a couple of things. First of all, I lied. In this first video, when I did a comparison of the remaster and the original, do you know what I'm actually doing? I don't really give a fuck what you got to say, because from the beginning, I was gonna go with one series, the remastered, which again, I will go into details and exactly explain to you what the difference is and why it's better this way. But basically, by giving you some sort of illusion of a choice, and I make you dumbasses fight in the comments, you won't believe how many people were offended. How many people are actually intrigued, right? Some people are like, no, you have to watch it this way, the original, where it's nothing. Some people gently commented, wow, you're gonna react to the fan animation and the remaster without even doing due diligence. And they're like, I'm not watching. And I'm like, I don't want you here. Every time we begin a new series and an influx of new audience comes in, they can't comprehend the way that I do content. Because genuinely, I don't think there are many people that does reactions like me. And inevitably, anytime we experience growth, anytime we have a new show starting, right? New people come in and they are blown out of the water. Some people are actually appreciative. Some people are like, wow, you take time to actually look into this and try to figure out how to watch this optimally. Do you understand how sweaty I'm being? I'm not even talking about the media literacy and the overall reaction content analysis. I'm trying to find the best possible viewer experience to give to you. And then of course I make you argue in the comments, and then the engagement goes up, the video gets a lot more signals that they're doing better, and that's why the viewership is doing well. And if you're brand new and you've never experienced my type of content, go look at some of the older videos, right? I explained to you in depth of exactly how I run the channel. I mean, if you look at the main channel too, if you guys don't know, right? What do I say all the time, right? I have a literal playlist where I go over the algorithm and talk to you about performance and viewership and how you optimize for viewership. And again, the second channel is what? A project channel, right? Second channel is a project, a hypothesis that I am trying to test out, that if I focus on just one topic and scale off of that, how well will we do? We do pretty damn well. You compare that to the second channel, the first main channel, right? Main channel's goal again is what? Variety, horizontal. We're covering anything and everything, uploading 6 to 8 videos a day. Again, the second channel is supposed to be the opposite of that, and we have stuck our landing and gotten into the avatar algorithm. So I'm very appreciative and happy about that. Now, let's talk about the remaster again. What exactly is the remaster? Well, before we do that, let's look at some analytics. Just wanted to flex some analytics. So engagement is pretty damn good. It was definitely a good idea to do both episodes in one, because obviously episode 1 itself, I don't think would have really made that big splash. I think it would have made a decent splash, but it's definitely the second episode together was the best way to farm this. The watch time and the views are all great. We're getting a bunch of new people coming in. You look at the audience tab, how many new people? That is a beautiful metric to see. Because again, what happens? We finish Beyblade, we poll, we pick Ben 10. We finish Ben 10, we poll, we pick Avatar. And of course, every time, right, that you do this shit, right? If you guys don't know, the goal is this, right? The goal is that you pick some big show, right? You pick some show. Let's say this is Ben 10. And eventually, as time goes on, right, how many of these people are actually going to go on to Avatar, right? I don't know, maybe this much amount of people, right? The goal is you pick something big and you're going to have a bunch of tourists, but also a bunch of community members. And this is how you build a community. You don't just pick random shows. You have to pick a show that your community is rallying off of. And based off of the previous iteration, you go to the next one, boom, Avatar influx is going in now, right? And now we have perhaps an even bigger one where this many people are hopping on board, right, to the Avatar reaction, but we have a brand new influx of new people coming in that are, again, just complete foreigners, and then that's how you build it, right? That's how you fucking do this shit. And that's why a lot of channels that just randomly pick shows, right, they get carried off of one topic, one series, and then they die off because they have no idea how to actually run this shit. So everything is going pretty damn good. Big fan favorite in the United States, obviously, because this is an American cartoon. Female audience too, actually quite surprising. Quite surprising that it is this high. And the overall, yeah, it's a bunch of fucking boomers, bro. It is literally a bunch of goddamn dinosaurs feeding off of the nostalgia hype, and it makes sense because that is the type of, you know, show Avatar is. Look at the revenue. The RPM metrics haven't been updated just yet, but overall, things are looking great. And again, in terms of YouTube, you always have to scale with what? Browse features and suggested videos, right? It's never about search engine. You don't just type shit. Sometimes people do, but the vast majority of people get viewership by what? Looking at their homepage, and this is the recommended, right? Browse features. Let's say I click onto this, and oh my God, Donald Trump, oil, holy shit, this is a boomer topic about the economy, right? You look in the side feed, these are suggested videos, right? This is the biggest distribution of viewership. And if you also look at this right over here, right? Boom. Obviously, this is real-time performance of the last 48 hours. Obviously, it's dying down a little bit right now, but things have been really good, and big proportion of it is coming from here. Now, let's talk about beyond the analytics, right? Why this is doing good? Because again, it's the first show and it's a brand new topic. And of course, I can't deny that the timing is also perfect. Avatar movie getting leaked and a lot of drama happening from there truly is a boost, right? Because I was, again, just kind of stalling with Benton. We're just kind of fucking around. And then as soon as I heard the Avatar movie being leaked and all that, there's more motion and trend. Without a doubt, because that's a hot topic, more people are going to be aware of that. And hopefully the algorithm will push out my video to those audiences who care about the Avatar stuff, and things are going great. Let's talk about the remaster. So the remaster 1080 TLDR, right? So this is the team that did it, and it's from 9 years ago. Okay. And basically, this is a rip of the original NTSC DVDs from the North American box set 2015 release, and there were some inherent issues with it. Okay, long story short, there are 3 different qualities of the episodes. High quality, those episodes that need very little work. Medium quality, the episodes require some special filters and upscaling to look terrible, or it will look terrible. And low quality, these episodes are barely salvageable. And the low quality ones are literally the first 4 episodes. When we were looking at these, scenes in the beginning, right? I showed you again this blurry effect and double lines happening, right? That's what it's called haloing. And that is not a byproduct of some sort of remastered filter being put on. No, this literally exists with the original DVD release in 2015, and it only exists for the first 4 episodes. So for everyone LARPing, acting as if they know what's going on, trying to say, oh my God, the remaster is ruining it. No, it's literally how it got released on the 2015 DVD video, and the other source material, OG, version that I claimed that I had, that comparison, was released even before that. So that's what's going on right now, okay? I don't know what happened in Nickelodeon that someone actually published these, but that's the way it is. We've tried several alternative methods to clean up these episodes, but none of the works quite work as well, and blah, blah, blah. That's why, again, the first 4 episodes, it's gonna get botched no matter what. There's no need to change anything. The audio, visuals, it doesn't matter. It's literally a non-issue that does not matter, okay? And many of you suggested we use digital sources instead of DVD sources, blah, 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 and they're just talking about the differences there. And now we're going to be using some comparison screenshots, okay? So again, out of context spoilers, I don't really care. Comparison screenshot, various later episodes from the thread. So hold up. Let me just show you these. What's going on? What's going on? Why did the resolution change here like that? I'm going to bring it here. Bang, bang, right? If you look over here. So, okay, give me the comparisons. This is a 9-year-old thread, so maybe it's not going to work. Basically, look at this. Links are broken, so did anyone save the changes or whatever? So episode 2, generally the lowest quality images. If you look for issues, you'll find them. So again, it's like this, right? You can clearly see that if you look closely, there's a bit of like blurring and extra lining. This is the so-called haloing effect. And that is an issue that happens with the Blu-ray DVDs, sorry, the 2015 DVDs, no matter what. There's nothing you can do about it. It's a built-in issue, okay? Episode 5 onward, example of higher quality. From here on out, right? Now, it's a bit better. The compositing looks better. The haloing is not there, and things look more visible, right? Some medium quality one. So this is the one, again, it's a bit more blurry, but again, this is not, again, a byproduct of some sort of remastered efforts. No, it's literally how it came out, and the remaster is trying to prevent, just basically trying to make the comp better. Another medium quality, another high quality. Again, these are then the medium quality, it looks kind of blurry, right? Kind of medium quality, looks a bit blurry. And then high quality, this one looks really nice, right? His face, the line work, it's way more detailed, it's better. And that's pretty much it. Right? And there's a lot of different, comments and threads, and overall sentiment is that this is the best way to watch the show. For the amount of people that is complaining, saying there's only one way to watch, and how dare you not watch the OG or whatever, you have no idea what you're talking about. And this, again, is most likely the best way you can watch it. Looking at community reactions, looking at what other people have been talking about, right? There has been nothing but people positive and supportive of this remastered, and that's the way that I'm going to watch it. Another big issue, obviously, is the fact that this is a 4:3, right? So the resolution, if I definitely look at Kaka TV2 and look at the avatar reactions, right? For sure. I do recognize, right? Basically, this is an older show and the resolution is different. So when I'm watching this on my ultra wide monitor, right? I can definitely see that there is something being stretched. But to me, honestly, it looks fine. Maybe I'll actually compare in the next video of like 4:3 and 16:9. Or hell, maybe I could do that right now, right? If we look at these, let's look at that. So I got this right over here. We're going to, again, bring episode 1, right? Let's bring up here.
Water.
And let's go here. So let's look at a frame where a lot of characters are present. That might make more sense. Like something like this, right? So if I change the resolution, 16:9. Well, again, here's the thing. This is called 16:9 for me, but again, I have a separate filter. So basically TLDR, I watch everything on an ultra wide monitor. And because I do that, I have a filter on OBS that, again, resets the filter in such a way that it looks like presentable. So don't mind me when I say 16:9. This is technically 4:3, but it's not 4:3, right? There's like another filter on top of it. So again, don't worry about it. Just look at the different modes. I feel like this one probably does make more sense if I look at it, right? I think the proportions, right? I think this is probably better, but is it that bad? I kind of like having, like, is it really stretched? Is it that fucking bad? Honestly, I can't really tell that much. It doesn't look that disproportionate. This one, obviously, it feels like fits more to model, right? I think this kind of fits more to model, yet the black bars on the sides and the limited like real estate that we have, is it really that bit different? Again, this is how we had, and this is the way that people want. I just don't see such a big difference. And honestly, it doesn't matter, right? At the end of the day, it really doesn't matter to me. But for sure, there is a bit of like, you know, scaling differences. I don't know. I don't know. To me, it's non-trivial. It is trivial, as in like it doesn't really matter to me. But a lot of people are like, no, you have to watch it in this way. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should change it for this one. So again, gonna think about this more, but I really don't think that there is too big of a difference in the stretching. I don't know. The more I look at it, I think both of it looks fine, with obviously the 4:3 looking more the way that it should be. I don't know, man. The more I look at it, like, let's see some of the other, right? Let's see some of these scenes. Like, this is the, you know, the mode that Aang is fucking locking in on, right? Let's see some of these scenes. I think this one does make more sense, right? This one does make more sense. And if you want the black bars there, man, I mean, shit, we'll do it like that. Now, if technically I could change this too, right? So basically the idea at this point is, all right, couldn't we technically do something like that? You know, basically shrink it and make it bigger. Shrink it, you know, like that, and make it bigger. I mean, we could. I mean, it's not that big a deal. Like, it don't really matter. There are options, right? If we're really talking about, you know, the screen estate and, you know, the lack of, you know, like this like empty parts, but like, it's not big a deal. Anyways, the main part of this discussion was targeted towards what? Towards this. And that, like, what you see in the first 4 episodes is not a big deal. And this is the way that we're going to continue. And if you have any issues with it, you want to complain about this shit, you can get the fuck out of here and watch all the other Avatar reaction that already exists on YouTube. But for me and my community and the people that are appreciative and thankful for this content, I'm also thankful. And I think we picked something very special to farm. See you on episode 3 reaction. Goodbye.